Good morning to my kings. This is your girl, the King Advocate. I want to talk to you, and I really want to talk to these queens, these sisters out here. I have recently been told by two kings that they are done. They're done with their wives, they're done with their girl. Well, it's been their wives. These are the women who have been put in the place of queens. And I'm going to say this is what I do know. When you are a king and you are righteously so, and you have done all that has been required of you, and your queen is not queenly, it's something definitely wrong there. That's not a blame on you. I will say, however, that as the king, as the head of that house, you have been given the burden of pretty much everything that goes on in that house. You are responsible for your household. When there's any type of trouble, any kind of disarray, lack of peace, you are responsible for what goes on in your household. This is not to say that she has no responsibility or that she's not to be held accountable for what she does, because of course she does. But I would say if you have done all that you are supposed to do righteously, and you have made every effort to maintain that household and to maintain your position and peace in that house, then it is time to start looking at these queens. And now I'm talking to you, because clearly, if this man is a good man, a godly man, and he walks away from you, it just might be you. I keep hearing it. I hear it all the time. There's no good men out here. There's no good men. However, when you get a good one, when you get a king that recognizes his position, that is fine and confident in his position and upholds his position, some of you queens don't understand or respect that position, or yours either for that matter. You don't respect his position, and you do everything you can to put blame on him because he's not doing what you want him to do. Okay, so we go back to this word called order. There is an order of things. Things have to move decently and in order. You, sister, do not set the order of the household. Let's make that clear. You do not set the order of the household. The Most High has set that order. You cannot go above or around, between, over, or under that divine rule. That's his bottom line. Anytime you attempt it, there's going to be disarray in your household, because you are in an unnatural position. You are in an unnatural state. You are trying to do and be something that you were not created to do and be. You are not the head. You cannot try to convince your king to conform down to what you expect him to do. He is going to do what the Most High expects him to do. And you have to allow him to do that and be that. That is his position. He's not supposed to leave his kingdom and come down. He's never supposed to leave his throne because you are uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable, but you have to trust the order. You have to trust and be obedient to the order. Respect it. Respect that man. I know two men right now that are walking away from the marriage, the covenant, because their wives don't understand the laws of their position. They don't understand the rules of their position. They don't respect the king. You don't respect the king. You don't respect the king's creator. You're going to get dealt with. Flat out. You're going to get dealt with. Everything you put your hand to do that is outside of your position will not be blessed. Everything you put your hand to do that is outside of the order will not be blessed. It does not matter how you feel about the order. What matters is how you conduct yourself in the order. Stay in your lane. Stay in your position. Allow these men to be what they were created to be. You got a good man. You have a godly man. You have protection. You have an intercessor. You have someone in your house that can petition to the Most High on your behalf for your covering. Why in the world would you mess that up? Why would you do that? See, now I done got a little ticked. Like I said, I am 100% down for my brothers and I'm 100% down for my sisters when you are correct. Right now, sisters, we as a whole are out of line. Out of line. Kings, please stay up. Get a real solid foundation with your creator. You really have to know exactly what you're supposed to do. You got to be stronger in this word. That's one thing that's also tearing down these households. You got to be strong in the word. You have to walk what he's saying. You have to walk it. You have to truly be what you were designed to be, not just speak the words, not just memorize the words, and not just try to use those words against your woman as a weapon. That you can't do. You have to be an example of your creator. When you are a true, living, honest, humble example of your creator, then your household has no choice but to fall in line naturally. So some of this you must take responsibility for, because there's something about you and how you're operating in your position that's not causing these women to fear you in the presence or in the spirit of the Most High. And I have to stress that because it's not about being afraid of you. It's about fearing the God in you. If he is not recognized in you, then she is not going to follow. You are a leader. You are a leader for the Most High. You are an ambassador for him, which means you have to walk in his ways. You have to walk in that spirit. You have to walk in that authority that he's given to you. When you do that, you will see a change in your household. But in the meantime, sisters, tighten up. We cannot afford for these men, for these kings to leave the home. We cannot afford to be out here stranded without our heads. We can't afford it. Tighten up and hurry up and tighten up. This is becoming like an epidemic now, like it's normal. This is not normal. It's not normal. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. Something in your mind should say, okay, well, if my man is walking away from me, something is just not right. Maybe it's me. Humble your own self, sister. Humble yourselves and stop looking to him for all of his faults. Because one of his faults might be the fact that he stood around to stay with you because he didn't want to see what was actually there. He wanted to see what he wanted to be there. We do that as women. We see what we want to see and ignore what's actually there. So you might be carrying around a Jezebel spirit. You might be walking in sheep's clothing and are really a wolf. You might really be an adversary. When he recognizes that you are an adversary, he's supposed to walk out. He's supposed to have peace in his domain. We do not give them credit for all of the things that they are faced with on a daily basis. We just don't, because we're not them. We can't walk in their shoes. We don't have that spirit of a man. We don't have the responsibilities of a man. If you would just take the time every day, ask that man, how are you feeling? What's going on in your head? What can I do to help things better for you? Just do that. Just care. You became one with this man. That means he is you. You are him. Why would you not look out for him? Tighten up. I'm irked right now. I'm about to go in here and listen to my Sabbath class because this is irking me. But brothers, please stay up. No, there are some women, there are some queens out here that understand. We got you. For the ones that don't quite understand, if you see some God in that woman, just be patient. Be patient with her as you are instructed to. Be soft with her as you are instructed to. Give her an opportunity. That's not to say if you see Hallel, Satan, running around your house, you need to open the door and let it out. Flat out. But again, just know some of us got you. Some of us do understand your position, and we do respect that. I'm your sister, King Advocate. As always, I love you. I love you. I love you. I need you. Sisters, we need our brothers. We need our kings. Kings, you need us. We need each other. But we got to get it tightened up. So on that note, I wish you well. Peace.